Hi, I'm Elizabeth, and welcome back to The Lenz, where I review books, movies, television shows, web series, YouTube shows, podcasts, all kinds of stuff that I love and want to share with you. If this outfit looks familiar, it's because it's the same day, guys. I've done like 16,000 reviews today. I've only done like 2, but I put my heart and soul into that. So please pray for me. I'm going through a lot, but I'm so happy because 4 years ago this was not the case. I was looking for things. I was like, God, help me find them. I don't know where they are. Now they're like everywhere. In fact, just to even get time to watch them, I feel like, I don't know. I've been watching content like a fish drinks water. It's a lot of stuff, but it's also edifying. Like, I'm just so happy. On that note, guys, today I am talking about the one, the only, The Chosen. The Chosen Season 5 did come out earlier this year, and I got to watch it in theaters as a marathon event. It was absolutely amazing, although I still would not advise a marathon event because there's just too much in The Chosen as a series for you to just digest in one sitting. Take your time, go through it. In fact, I would recommend go through the past seasons. Remind yourself, it's been years since the first season came out. Remind yourself where we're at right now in the story, where we're at with the characters, stuff like that, because this was a lot. Today we're going to be talking about that very first episode, and if all goes well, I will be reviewing the rest of the episodes in the season. Let's get into it. Number 1, once again, Dallas draws you into this unique first century world and makes you suspend your belief for the full length of the episode. You never drop your attention, you never drop your wonder as you're looking around and seeing this multi-layered world that he has developed. It's truly enriched with Jewish history and decorated with deep meaning. Honestly, there's so much that Dallas puts into these episodes, and you're just wondering, what does this mean? What does that mean in Jewish history? And you want to research, you want to see what's going on, you want to go back to your Bible and research again. In my opinion, this world is just perfectly set up, not just for you to enjoy the show, but for you to also get a richer context of what's going on and why certain things that happen in the Bible meant so much. Number 2, Jonathan Rumi's performance. Once again, he hits it out of the park this season, and of course during this episode. His ability to mesh 100% divinity with 100% humanity and play it off on screen is beyond what I can what I could direct or what I could figure out how to do. It's just amazing how he gets it done. In this season, there's a lot of vulnerability. There's a lot of pain he has to evoke, a lot of anger, a lot of sadness, all at the same time. And how he's able to do that, juggling all these different scenes, being able to stand and be the Messiah, be the Savior, but also have that vulnerability of his humanity sinking in as the reality of what's going to be happening in just under a week creeps in, is just extraordinary. One thing that The Chosen is really well known for and well loved for is the ability to make Jesus feel human. Jesus too was running around in Pampas. Imagine! I even feel bad for Joseph Seth. He has to now believe that this woman is not pregnant by somebody else. Never happened before in history, will never happen again. And now he has to believe it. And this kid's running around acting like a regular human child. No divinity in sight. Can you imagine? And he has to believe this is the Son of God, this is the Son of God, this is the Son of God. This is the Son of God. Number 3, the apostles are not disappointing. Their story arcs, their characters. You know, as a series progresses, sometimes, especially when you have such an ensemble cast, you start to mesh people together. You start to kind of lose the significance of their story, the uniqueness of their story, because you're trying to get to a particular crescendo. Now, this is a huge crescendo for this show and just in general in history. So it's easy to kind of lose the apostles in the main thing that we're all thinking of that's about to happen. But this show proves again that we're talking about the chosen, not just Jesus Christ, but the chosen apostles and what they're going through, where they're at in life emotionally, physically, and all these different things. It all matters. It's all to tell a particular story from their perspective. And the next thing are the sets. I just can't explain to you what it was like seeing those beautiful sets on the big screen. They looked absolutely amazing. And when you have really great sets, they can almost act like additional characters, and how you light them and how you stage them really is what tells us what the mood of the scene is going to be like. And all of these sets were gorgeous. They felt very lived in. They felt real. They didn't feel like they were on stages or that they were, out in Texas, in a field and they built this stuff. They felt really, really real. And I loved that from head to toe. The last thing that I'll say that I really liked was how you see the apostles trying to start to piece together the start of the final puzzle pieces for what's about to happen and what is about to change in the world. You see them really thinking through it, and of course it's been happening throughout the entire series, but now we're at Holy Week. Now everything's about to come to a head, and they're gonna have to be ready for that. So you see them thinking it through, asking questions and things like this. And this is what Jesus Christ was talking about when he was sharing his parables and talking about how those that have, more will be given to them, but those that don't have, even what they have will be taken away. If you are seeking for God, just the same thing as if you seek me, you will find me. Draw near to me and I will draw near to you. If you have a heart that's ready to receive God, he will reveal himself to you. Sometimes you don't need to have that even. Sometimes God will just show up. Yes, I did, yeah. I am God. Sometimes he does that. But having a willing heart, a heart that's ready to seek after him, is something that he is constantly looking for. Another thing that kind of marries that is faith. Jesus was always looking for faith in people. And what is faith? Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. It's just this ability to receive from God those things that he wants to give you, not just, healing and things like that, but even revelation, understanding, relationship, fellowship with him. You receive all this by faith. And of course, salvation, right? So all of these things are speaking to a heart posture. And you see the disciples with that heart posture all the way through the series, and especially at the start of Holy Week, which is just great to see. And honestly, I feel like this series has done that for so many people. Hearts have been opened. People start asking questions now. Who was this Jesus? And that is the seeking that God is looking for. And he reveals himself to those hearts, because he that has, even more will be given. So those are all the things that I liked. What I did not like, now these things are so nitpicky and so subjective, I almost don't want to say them, but for the sake of having a well-rounded review, I will say them. But again, just keep in mind that these are very nitpicky. So let's get into it. What I didn't like, the first one was the music that was used when they were entering into Jerusalem. I only did not like it because it took me out of the story for a bit. I wanted to stay within the world and I was distracted. I actually not listened to the lyrics, so I'm not sure what the music was actually saying. If it had lyrics, did it have lyrics? I think it had lyrics. But the style of music was just kind of weird. It just kind of like rock star, like soft rock. Just kind of like soft rock. I'm researching a lot into music. And there are a lot of question marks about rock. Maybe that's what actually affected me. But just putting it out there that music kind of distracted me. And I think I would have used something a little bit different. Yeah. Number two thing, some of the accents were a bit off, because there's one character that does that more often than the others. And it was weird because they do such a great job at putting you inside this world that when his accent shifts, it's like, who are you talking to? Or does he have a split personality? Like, they do such a great job at making you suspend your disbelief that it's a shock to you. Like, you don't really come out, you just kind of ask questions like, what's going on? So it was kind of weird, but they did say previously, before the season came out, that they did have an actor that kind of came out of his accent, and because the actual performance was really, really good, Son's accent, they actually forgot to note that he did not use the accent. So I was already kind of expecting it. Well, I'll say I forgot when I was in the theaters, and then when I heard it a few times, I remembered, oh yeah, they said that this was a problem that happened, and so it is what it is. I'm sure they're gonna fix that for season 6, but it was just something that was just kind of weird. Now, what I got from this episode, I think that the most powerful message that was expressed in episode 1 was this idea of being able to submit to the will of God even when you don't know all of the details, when you're not completely clear as to where he's going or why exactly he's doing this. just being able to submit to Him. You know, in this generation where everyone wants to help you to be successful in the way that they found to be successful, it's harder nowadays to just focus on the Lord and follow His guidance for your life. So learning to yield to God and yield all the way to the end. That's really what I've learned so far. Now, you tell me what you thought of season 5, episode 1 in the comment section down below. I'm looking forward to seeing more episodes. I hope that you are too. And I will see you next time in a new video. Bye.